Drea Michelle waiting to announce her pregnancy to a 22-year-old on Black Women's International Black Women's Day is diabolical. Like, I'm sorry.
All these diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie, VVS, I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my Chanel. It's your sister. Thank you so much for coming back. If you are a sister, make sure that you leave a comment, share, like. If you are new, make sure that you subscribe so you could join the Black Women's Tribe. I'm so excited to have you here. We're gonna get into this episode of just a couple things. Before we start, just a couple años, okay, deux trois años. I am going on my first vacation, wocation, okay? We are going to Colombia. We are going to Cartagena, Colombia. Cartagena, Colombia. Voy a reír, gozar, gozar, vivir. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go vivir a vida down in Colombia. So make sure you go to wocation.net to sign up. All right, what else? Yeah, that's it. How is y'all Women's Month going? Mine is... Last week was probably one of the most annoying weeks I've had in a while. I was supposed to start filming 2 films this month. Filming was supposed to start on the first one last Monday. Didn't get my contract until less than a week before. I was told the shooting day, and the shooting day would be Monday. And I was a little perturbed by that because I hadn't received no rehearsal. I hadn't received no wardrobe information. Monday comes, oh, we have to do wardrobe. No, first wardrobe was, oh, Sunday. And I thought to myself, yeah, it doesn't make sense for any movie or any television show, if they're serious, to try to do wardrobes on a Sunday. Like, that's just like, nobody does that. And I thought that to myself. And of course, Sunday came and went, no wardrobe. I'm like, hello, what's going on? Like, I'm doing out the reaching out. Monday comes, nothing. Tuesday comes, nothing. Oh, when rehearsals are Wednesday, wardrobe is Wednesday. I go to the place at the time for the wardrobe, nothing. Now it's, we've rescheduled the film making until the 15th. We don't have a actual date for when we're gonna film, but it's gonna be after March 15th. Child, that could be November. So, child, y'all can just go on with that. Obviously, it's just not a serious production. Then there was another production I was supposed to do, another movie I'm supposed to be part of at the end of the month. And I think it's just a reminder for me to just create my own stuff. I don't know why it's like, honestly, I don't know how the Tarajis, how all these people have been doing this for years. I just don't know. I don't know how, I don't know how to play this game, and I don't want to know how to play it. Like, I'm either going to create my own stuff or I'm just not going to do this at all. And that's where I'm at, period. Unless it's a really, really good, verifiable opportunity, it's a no for me. Thank you. No, thank you. And then making me lose a week of work. Like, I literally took off a week of work. I took off this week as well. Like, it's just like making me lose money. Like, I turn into an animal when somebody plays with my money. I don't know how to be cordial about that at all. So that's been my women's month, my Black Women's History Month so far. It's just been a damn mess. Then I put this wig on, child, and it's been a minute since I put a wig on. Oh wait, I took my braids out, y'all. I had my braids for over 3 months. I took my braids out, y'all, and no, actually it was almost a month, almost 3 months. I took my braids out, y'all, and I haven't put on a wig in a minute, and it's not giving. It is not giving. Like, I need to practice again and get used to it. But I don't know. I might just be over wigs. I think I don't know what I want to do. I think I want to do U-part wigs, sew in from time to time. I'm just over the lace look. I think I'm over that. I think having braids it just made me fall in love with my hairline again. And then my hair, the hair on my hairline has gone back, like almost fully gone back to what it used to be, which is very close to my eyebrows, very full. And the wigs are not, like, at least I would have to go to a professional who could really, really like know how to, you know, what's that thing? Pluck and do that, because it's not giving. But anyway, y'all, let's get into this episode of Just a Couple Things, child. I hope that you guys have been having a better Black Women's History Month than I have had, child. It's just been a drag, but I know it's gonna get better. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. Drea Michelle waiting to announce her pregnancy to a 22-year-old on Black Women's International Black Women's Day is diabolical. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that was so diabolical. I have no other words. Like, I really just have no other words for it. How do y'all feel about the age difference between her and what is this guy? So I didn't even know this guy's name, but I had to find this article. Drea Michelle, 39, post about being misunderstood after I'll get into that. But so Drea Michelle, she took to her Instagram and she announced that she's pregnant for NBA star Jalen Green. They have a 17-year age gap. Drea is 39, he is 22 years old. How do y'all feel about that? I have thoughts. I see some people saying, well, men do this all the time. You know, we do have some of our faves who, if we look back at the time that they got together, especially the men's getting together with the women's, if we go back and we see how old these men were with these women that they got into serious relationships, some of them got married, some of them are still married. The age gap was gapping. And if you look at it, it gives a grooming situation. Do y'all feel the same about Drea Michelle and Jalen Green? Do you feel this is a grooming situation? Do you feel that this is predatory? Do you feel that it's inappropriate? I mean, this guy is her son's age. He is her son's age. I have so many thoughts. It's like, I see some people saying, well, you know, she's a cougar, you know, and if Drea were 50 and Jalen were 33 and they got together at those respective ages, I wouldn't see a big deal with it. But a 22-year-old boy, well, he's a man legally, a 22-year-old man with a 39-year-old woman is very suspect to me. And then you look at her history of dating. It is clear that she has a tendency to go for guys with money, right? But at what point do you say to yourself, this is absurd? Like, I can't be out here chasing the bag of kids. I'm sorry. Like a 22-year-old boy, and I know legally, but no, just absolutely not. No, I'm sorry. No. I remember recently just talking to someone who was 28 and I just was like, I'm in my 30s. It's just, the conversations don't be there. Okay. I think if I would have had sex with this man, it would have been, I would have fell for this man because he was very, very gorgeous. But that was going to be it. There was nothing else there. The conversations are not there. And as someone who reads very young, I can kind of see why like younger guys go for someone like Drea. Like, I think for me, people who don't know me or people who don't know I'm in my 30s, like when I meet men and I tell them my age, they don't believe it. Like I can read pretty young, especially like these last couple months with my braids. Oh my God. Like men would not, it would always be the younger. And I've always gotten younger guys, but when with my braids, oh my gosh, like look how young I look with my braids. This is a picture I posted the other day with, this is like a new headshot that I have. Look at how young I look with these damn braids. Like seriously. With a wig, you know, I look a little, you know, more like, you know, a little more womanly. But I'm saying that because I can see why the younger athletes or the younger ballers are going for Drea. She does read younger. She does look young. But also, if I could share a small story with you, and some of y'all gonna disagree with this, a lot of those ballers, especially the athletes, they do like older women. Like I remember when I was in grad school, I met this guy and he told me his age. So we were around the same age. But he lied to me about his age and he turned out to be like a football player at the time. But by the time he had told me his real age, we had already done, this man was swallowing me. When I say swallow, swallowed, okay? Swallowed up. That man was swallowing me up. But I was in grad school. He was in like his second year of college. So, I think he was like 20. So it's like we weren't far off, but still, it was just still like, no, just no, just no, absolutely not. Like when the conversations are just, they're just not there. But he told me like he likes older women. He liked older women. And I think when I look back, I think the reason he liked older women was number one, like they're not going to ask him for money, you know? They're not really going to ask him for much. And I think a lot of the athletes like that. They like a woman with her own money, her own stuff going on. So they don't feel like you're being a gold digger. And I mean, I remember one time I had a conversation with a guy about this, and he literally said to me, he was seeing someone who was older, and he was telling me about like a argument that they had, and he was like, yeah, but like, it's like she's old. Like, so she should be thankful that a guy at my age is looking at a girl at her age. And I remember thinking, damn, that's fucked up. Like sometimes the younger guys look at older women and they see the discussions that are happening. They see the discord around older women, especially now. Like we live in a post Kevin Samuels world online where, you know, there's this view of older women who are in a certain age bracket and unmarried. The younger guys are looking at older women like, yo, it's more beneficial for you to be with me because you're old. Nobody wants you. Now, I'm not saying that that's Jalen Green's perception of Draya, but I'm just saying I've heard men talk like this. I've seen men talk like this online. You know, there is a group of younger guys who do look at older women in that way. However, I think that Drea being 39 years old and being pregnant for a 22-year-old is disgusting. And it screams last resort. It screams, I couldn't find a man in my age bracket to take me serious. Or it also screams, well, I'm chasing the bag. And like my first baby daddy didn't have it. My second baby daddy did. And now my third baby daddy gonna have it too. Like I'm in this thing for the money. And you gotta look at it. Jalen is super young. You know, he has a long career ahead of him. I don't know how good he is in the league. I don't know what his game looks like, but he's super young. He is super young. And so she has longevity in this thing with this baby and her being able to get child support or whatever. It's just nasty. And I've seen some women come on the internet about, well, is she cougar? Is she a cougar? Nah, that ain't cougaring. That is predatory. Let's just call a thing a thing. We have to be able to call things a things. We have to be able to call things things Because if the roles were reversed, we'd be yelling out all types of R. Kelly, Russell Simmons, Bill Cosby. I mean, we'd be saying all types of things. We'd be yelling all types of predators' names. Harvey Weinstein, like we'd be saying all their names, right? Just because Drea is a woman does not absolve her from having the predatory label. And I hate to see it for her. I've met her before. She was really nice. But girl, this is not it. Like, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, this is not it. And if I was Jalen Green's mother, you would have to see about me. You and your baby. First of all, from the time y'all even, from the first inception, from the first inception, you would have to see about me. You would have to see about me. I don't know where Jalen's parents are, but you would have to see about me. My foot would have to be surgically removed from your esophagus from the moment of y'all's inception. It would be an absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. No way, Jose. Sorry, no. But let me know your thoughts. Do you feel that she's just being a cougar, or do you feel that this gives predatory, that it has a predatory feel to it? Let me know. Okay, y'all, let's get into this Lupita Nyong'o and Joshua Jackson and Jodie Turner tea, because it's a lot of shit going on, and I never really covered this, but it's a lot of going on. Okay, so let's just jump on in, right on in, not out, buddy. Let's jump on in. Okay, so Lupita Nyong'o showed up to the Oscars yesterday, and she walked the carpet with this white man who looked like Joshua Jackson, but wasn't Joshua Jackson. His name is Joseph Quinn, and apparently Lupita and Joseph Quinn are going to be in an upcoming movie together, so she wanted to walk the red carpet with Joseph Quinn instead of Joshua Jackson, who is her current man that was just got a divorce from Jodie Turner back in October, and she was seen with Joshua right after he filed for divorce. Well, actually, I think Jodie filed for divorce from his ass early October, and boom, pow, we started seeing him roam the streets with Lupita Nyong'o, okay? Now, here's the thing. One thing about it, during Black Women's History Month, Joshua Jackson gonna keep him a Black Women's, okay? Joshua Jackson keeps him a Black Women's, and not just any Black Women's. He keeps him a dark-skinned Black Women's, period. He keeps him a dark-skinned Black Women's. And I love that for him. And he clearly has a type though. Like, Jodie Turner and Lupita Nyong'o are almost kind of like identical. Especially right now, with them both wearing their low cuts. I mean, we've seen Lupita wear low cuts before, but for a minute she was doing braids, she was doing, certain things with her hair. And she had got thicker for a minute. Like, do y'all remember when she was with that little artist nigga? They was together for a little bit. Lupita was thick. Remember when she was in her Thickiana era? Like earlier last year, they was doing a little, I wanna eat it, I wanna eat it, I wanna eat it, I'm sorry. I wanna eat it, I'm sorry, I don't know the words to the song. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. But y'all know what song I'm talking about. I wanna eat it, I wanna eat it. With the little bald-headed girl, and she be doing her little sage and shit like that. Do y'all remember when Lupita was doing that with that man? And she was in a relationship with that man? Okay, so I feel like we should do a little timeline. I was like, let's get a little timeline going when it comes to Lupita. Because Lulu, girl, did you take that lady husband? Did you get your Ariana Grande on? Have y'all heard Ariana Grande's new album? The Boy Is Mine? Like, she's basically like, yeah, fuck that. The Boy Is Mine. Next. Yeah, I knew he was married. I don't give a fuck. If he's married, I'm ready. It's giving Alicia Keys. What is this spirit of Alicia Keys that has gotten into y'all hoes? Remember what happened to Alicia. Remember what happened to Alicia. When she took that lady husband, her voice got took too, okay? Keep that in mind. Side note, did y'all see Ariana Grande down to the Oscars? Maybe they said her dress looked like a comforter from the house she destroyed. Oh my God. Remember what happened to Alicia. When she took that lady husband, her voice got took too, okay? Keep that in mind. You Alicia Keys assholes. Okay, so I have found this timeline on the news, the news.com. So let's go through the timeline. So boom, Lupita, Joshua. Lupita Nyong'o and Joshua Jackson initially sparked romance rumors in October 2023 after parting ways with their former partners. Okay, so remember, Jody and Joshua, I believe Jody filed for divorce at the beginning of October. I think she's the one who filed. Boom, pow, next thing you know, he hand in hand with Lupita. I think it was at like a party or something like that. And people was like, what's going on? Jackson, 45, and his ex-wife, Jodie Turner Smith, who shares a 3-year-old daughter, Juno Rose Diana Jackson, filed for divorce in early October. Following Jackson's divorce, Nyong'o also took to Instagram stories to update that she parted ways with her estranged boyfriend, Selema Masekela, whom she started dating in December 2022. So it was this thick nigga right here. That's the nigga she was with. Since then, Jackson and the Black Panther star have been spotted together fueling dating rumors that were seemingly confirmed with public affection earlier this week. Here's a complete timeline of their love journey so far. So October 18, 2023. Remember, they was down to the Janelle Monae concert, which I remember feeling that a little weird about it because there were little rumors about her and Janelle Monae at the time. Do y'all remember that? You know, I thought she was in Coochie Land. And, you know, this might be a selfish wish, but I really would not mind seeing Janelle Monae and Lupita Nyong'o doing the sex. Well, I ain't gonna get to see them do the sex, but I love the idea of them doing the sex. I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Them continents, they meet. All right, December 5th. The two were captured holding hands while strolling in Joshua Tree, California. Later, a source confirmed that their friendship had become a romance. Remember, when they were seen at the Janelle Monae concert, oh, Lupita was like, oh, we just friends. Okay, girl. So by December, they not friends no more. They's together now. December 6th, the following day, the apparent lovebirds were seen heading out from Erewhon after some grocery shopping together. Okay, here they go. March 1st, 2024, on Nyong'o's 41st birthday, the Affair alum reportedly celebrated it with a great pleasure as it marked her first birthday since her relationship. A source told E! that had a large balloon display and a stunning bouquet of flowers set up in their hotel suite. Additionally, an eyewitness told they looked madly in love. March 3rd, the pair seemingly sealed their romance rumors with rare PDA moments on the beach. They flew to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, for the extended birthday celebrations. And one picture, the duo shared a passionate kiss, while the other, they hold hands and they enjoy the water. These pictures are wild. Like, look at them. So not only did Lupita spark like a lot of talk because she didn't walk the carpet with Joshua, but she walked the carpet with Joseph, who looks like a younger version of Joshua. But also, did y'all see Jodie Turner show up to the motherfucking Vanity Fair at the party? Period. That's a revenge dress right there. That's a revenge dress right there. That's how you fuck shit up. That's how you clear a bitch. That's how you clear a bitch who took your husband. Now, I ain't saying she took that lady husband, but the timeline is just, it's very close. Close. It's very, you know, I don't know, Lulu. I chill with Lulu. Lulu is in her Ariana Grande era. She don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. And Joshua don't give a damn. And if she don't give a fuck, he don't give a damn. If he don't give a damn, she don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't know, y'all, but what y'all think about this? I mean, they're cute together. Again, I like that Joshua likes black women. I love that. It's very sincere. It's given very sincere. But I don't know about the fact that these girls look like they're each other's doppelgangers. That, to me, I don't know how to feel about that. Let me know what y'all think. All right, y'all, let's get into this next topic. Actually, it involves me. I recently did Jamal Bryant's podcast. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's not trending, but I see the views just picked up out of nowhere. And a lot of you guys have DM'd me, left comments. Some people that I even like work with have like DM'd me or text me like, wow, I like, seeing you on Jamal Bryant's podcast. I don't know, it just popped up for me and I watched it. And like you just being so vulnerable, it was really nice to see. I'm like, oh, thank you. So Haiti has been trending the last couple days. And it's just really bad. But it's like, Haiti's always trending for something really bad, which in itself I think is just like, I hate that the Haitian experience is just always linked to trauma. I'm just so tired. But anyway, Haiti's trending. And, I saw a lot of commentary online and it had me thinking about a segment of Jamal's podcast that I did where he had asked me, how can things heal between Black Americans and, other Black immigrants that come into the country, like Haitians and Jamaicans and, everybody that comes in. How can that be healed? And here's what I had to say.
We're all one people, and I never understand the xenophobia. I'll never forget when I reached out to you about what Pastor Keon had said.
Yes.
Never forget how he went viral for saying Haitian people, the reason why Haitian people experience what they experience is because of voodoo. And you was like, no, that's not true. That's not, a smart thing to say. And you put me in contact with him.
Yes. Side
note, he was very willing to speak up publicly about it until he realized I wasn't just hilarious. So he thought I was just hilarious. When he realized I wasn't just hilarious, he was like, oh, you know what? Well, I'm just not going to address it publicly. Mind you, like, I had set up things for him. Like, hey, like, the Haitian Bridge is an organization that's in Texas that works towards legislation for Haitians. Why don't we partner together? He didn't want to do it. And I was like, wow. So you're willing to spread xenophobia when you know it's not right.
He didn't know.
Well,
he didn't know.
He didn't know.
That's my guy. He didn't know.
He's your guy, but when I tried to correct him,
he didn't know. He didn't know. I love you, Keon. He didn't know.
Well, I don't love you no more. No, because
I get it.
Here's the thing. Yeah, because I feel like it is
my
very
blood
important.
pressure's going up.
No, because I think it is very important. The same way Black Americans deserve all the respect, all the honor.
Yes.
For what Black Americans have done in this country and are still doing, and how this country was built on Black Americans' sweat, blood, tears for centuries. And we need to honor that as Black people who come here and not look at you and be like, I'm better than you, you this, you that, you on wealth. Like all the stereotypes, I feel in reverse. It is very important for Black Americans to look at other Black cultures with honor and respect as well.
I agree.
So I posted that clip on my socials and I definitely tagged Pastor Keon because I ain't forget, I did not forget the fact that he had to use his pulpit to say what he said about Haitians, but also I didn't forget that he never apologized, and I never forgot what our conversations were. I had 2 conversations with Pastor Keon. 2. And at the end, when I initially spoke with him, he didn't say just hilarious, but he did call me Jess. And he was like, yeah, I love you on Wildin' Out. And he was giving all these moments from Wildin' Out that were not my moments. Anybody who knows me from Wildin' Out, they always say 2 things. They'll say, oh, you're Jessie, you're the singer. You're the girl who be singing, right? I'll say yes. And they'll say, you're the Whitney joke girl, right? I'll say yes. Those are the 2 things that I always get noticed for. And he didn't say any of that. So I was like, okay, he's definitely saying just hilarious. And I corrected him. I'm like, no, I'm Jessie. And it's just like, as soon as I could see that, I could see clearly now. I could see clearly that once he understood it wasn't just hilarious, his whole demeanor, like his whole speech just started to change. And although he was making a lot of, like, I had 2 Haitian organizations set up in Texas to speak with him. At the time when he said what he said, this was around the time that Haitians were at the Texas border. And I don't know if you guys remember that, but it made news everywhere. There was an influx of Haitians coming in from Latin America. And I had actually gone down there. I was the only Haitian I know to have gone there that had a platform, like an influencer platform. None of my other people that I knew that were Haitian went down there. I went down there with Until Freedom. I went to the border and literally like got to meet a couple Haitians, but like all the stuff that we had seen at the news, all the camps, they just all magically disappeared. It was the weirdest thing.
And I just want to briefly take you guys back to that moment in time. This was the imagery that was being shown all over the news, all over the internet. You see Haitians in the water trying to bathe or trying to cross the water with food, just trying to survive. And then you see white men on horses unleashing all types of violence on these people. And just keep in mind too, I'm Haitian. I grew up in South Florida. I've seen white Hispanics cross and not get this type of treatment. But the moment it's a Black immigrant, the moment it's a Haitian, this is the type of imagery that is associated with folks that come from my country, the country of my parents, the country of my ancestors. So I just want to take you guys back to that time. This is what was happening.
But anyway, when he made those comments, it came around that time where Haitians were trending, and he woke up xenophobia in the religious world, and whoever, goes to his church, or Christians, that saw that clip, he woke that up. And I thought that it would be a good thing for us to get together, partner up together, not only for you to apologize, Pastor Keon, but for you to also reach across the aisle and to make amends and say, I'm sorry. It's not right for me as a Black preacher to not only spew xenophobia, but to also disregard your history. Like, to be a good preacher, it is my opinion that you need to be a historian. You need to know your history, especially as a Black preacher. A lot of these Black preachers, they will say Christianity is a white man made. The white man made Christianity, he gave it to Black people. Actually, that's not true. If you actually read your Bible, a lot of things took place. A lot of pivotal moments in the Bible took place in current day Africa. There were a lot of Africans in the Bible. It's not a coincidence that Jesus' hair was made of wool. Okay? So a lot of these pastors, like Pastor Keon, don't know how to pick up a fucking book. But they'll pick up the Bible and they'll push untruths, right? I remember this past week I saw a clip with Ty Tribbett, and he caught a lot of heat because he was on the Breakfast Club and he was saying that the church institution is whack.
I think it's a system now. Oh God, it's a system. Everything is a system, and systems work with or without God. So I think the institution of church is whack. I think how church is ran is whack. I think the religious system and structure is whack. I don't subscribe to it, even though I grew up in it, I benefited from it, but I learned that God is not the church. And once I realized, whoa, God ain't church, that for me, I ain't from the streets, I'm from the church. So that was a huge thing as well.
He caught a lot of heat for that. He caught a lot of heat for telling the truth. It is whack. It is whack, and this is one of the reasons why it is. Some of you guys don't know this. I used to work in a mega church for years. I was getting paid $27,000, and I was working, and I was working from Tuesday through Sunday, 6 days a week, at a church called Well, it first started off as a Flamingo Road Church, then it turned into Potential Church. $27,000. I was the co-leader of the children's ministry. $27,000. You know how many of us that worked at the church, some of the, like most of them were shacking up, like roommating together because they couldn't even afford to live alone. But then Troy Gramling would come to church. The Pastor Troy would come to church, red bottoms on his feet. You as a staff member couldn't even go into his office to speak with him because no, his office was his home. Even though he had a decked out office at the church, he was able to turn his home into a campus. Church members couldn't even go meet with him. It was just so weird. It was so weird. And here we are slaving during the week, and you only come in to have a staff meeting, and even at the staff meeting, he got his security with him. You can't talk to him past his security. Like, it just was so fucking weird. The way these people just use the church to manipulate people, to lie to people, to take people's money, the stories I have. Like, y'all be thinking I be exposing shit. There's so much shit I have not talked about. But when I get just a couple things on a network, oh, bitch, we gonna talk. Y'all think I be talking now? Oh, we gonna talk. We're going to talk. But yeah, the institution of church is whack because you have people like Pastor Keon who will stand on stage and spew xenophobia and not correct themselves because as he told me, and this is something I didn't even say on the podcast, he said to me, the outrage is in your community. It's contained in your community. And I'm going to keep it that way. That was the second phone call we had. I'm thinking we're going to talk and we're going to orchestrate everything. I done called these other Haitian organizations. They're ready to go. I'm thinking we're going, okay, like here's when I could come. You know, we could make it a thing at the church. No. It just was so disgusting. So the clip goes up today and this man out of nowhere sends me and Pastor Jamal this text message. I'm going to put the screenshot up, but I want you all to be able to see it for yourselves, but I want to also read it to you. Good morning, great people. I just saw the clip. Someone sent it to me. Miss Jessie, that interview does not represent the facts of our conversation. I would love for myself, you, and Pastor Bryant to have a conversation to discuss what we really talked about. We ended our conversation well. I'm heartbroken to hear via IG that you have no love for me because that's not the way we ended our conversation. Xenophobia, to suggest that I dislike or am prejudiced against any people, group, is simply not factual. I'm going to play the clip for y'all, and we'll come back to this.
I say this with all due respect. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. In fact, they say it is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Have you ever wondered how in the world can Haiti share an island with the Dominican Republic? And you can go to the DR and turn up and go 70 miles in one direction and see a place where people are still dying from E. coli. Well, I'll tell you why. Because in the 1700s, when the African slaves came to the island of Haiti and they introduced an idea called voodoo. And so we look at Haiti and we ask, why is it one of the poorest countries in the world? It is not because it is full of ignorant black people. They are as smart and as intelligent as you are, but there is a spirit that has set on the region.
When y'all listen to that clip, like, I want y'all to also listen to, like, the people in the crowd applauding. Ooh, yeah, amen, preach, like, these preachers, all they need is a microphone. Like, all a man needs really is a fucking microphone. And you dummies will eat up whatever the fuck they say. Because what the fuck did Pastor Keon say in this clip that was so, tell it, yeah, what the fuck?
I say this with all due respect. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. In fact, they say it is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Have you ever wondered how in the world can Haiti share an island with the Dominican Republic? And you can go to the DR and turn up and go 70 miles in one direction and see a place where people are still dying from E. coli. Well, I'll tell you why. Because in the 1700s, when the African slaves came to the island of Haiti, and they introduced an idea called voodoo. And so we look at Haiti and we ask, why is it one of the poorest countries in the world? It is not because it is full of ignorant black people. They are as smart and as intelligent as you are, but there is a spirit that has set on the region.
This is what y'all be like, this is what y'all be to. Just stupidity, dumb. You're dumb. All of you are dumb. Just dumb. These pastors don't have to have no education. They don't even know their history. They don't need to have they just need microphones and vibes. And y'all gonna come. Y'all gonna eat it up every time. Every time y'all gonna eat it up. Just stupid. Just dumb. Pastor Keon is stupid as dumb as hell for saying that shit. Xenophobic as hell for saying that. Those are your words, sir. Not mine. Not mine. You are dumb as hell. You are not smart. You are dumb as hell. You are not smart. See, this is why we need to make microphones at least $10,000. Microphones need to be at least $10,000. And if they're going to be used by men in the pulpit, they need to be at least $100,000 monthly for you stupid niggas like Pastor Keon who will get on stage and say this stupid, hurtful, xenophobic, you dumb. Looking back on the clip, this man was not just even xenophobic. This man was not just xenophobic to Haitians. He was xenophobic to Africans. When Africans came to Haiti, they introduced voodoo. And then a spirit it's a spirit. What is that called? When you use religion to justify, to justify a group of people suffering. What is that called? When you're a black preacher and you use the pulpit to justify a group of people suffering, mind you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You literally have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're literally just disregarding imperialism, colonialism, racism. And you're just, because they're not praying. Have you ever spent time with Haitian people? Have you ever gone to Haiti and actually spent time with Haitians? The answer is no. There's no way. There's no way. Anybody who I know who's not Haitian who has gone to Haiti does not leave with that. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And my thing with this text message is, who gives a fuck that we left on a good note? You need to address what the fuck you said and that you never apologized for. Now, I went ham on his ass. I'll read what I said. The interview does represent what you said to me. You word for word told me the outrage the outrage is in your community, so I will leave it there. You and I had two conversations. If I were you, I'd be happy that I actually didn't go into detail about our conversations because you actually started to retract and still not take accountability for what you said. Then at the end of our first conversation, you said you'd be willing to speak with the Haitian organizations that I told you I would connect you with that are based in Texas. Hold on, y'all. I'm going back. That's how our first conversation ended. By our second conversation, you changed your mind and you said that you would leave it within my community. So my sit down with Pastor Jamal is very accurate. It's actually a soft version of what we spoke about. You need to take accountability for what you said and how hurtful your words were. You need to use your platform to apologize for spreading that. What you said was hurtful. I told you that then. I'll tell you that again. I never forgot it. Haitian people never forgot it. And you will not rest until you apologize, point blank. To use the pulpit as a black pastor to spread xenophobia and say that the reason why Haitians are going through what they're going through is because of voodoo is point blank stupid. And it shows your lack of empathy. It shows your lack of education. And the fact that 2 years later, you're still seeing an opportunity to apologize. You're still not seeing an opportunity to apologize. It shows your intention to push the non-correction of the xenophobia because it doesn't affect your community. There's so much power and obedience in simply saying, I'm sorry. And he said nothing after that. What does us leaving on a good note, like, what does that have to do with anything? What was I gonna say? Fuck you, I'm gonna say it now. I didn't say it on the podcast. I tried to keep it cute, but fuck you. When you told me you'd leave it in my community, what was I supposed to do? Like, go down to Texas and whoop your ass? No. Like, what can I do? I'm gonna just keep it cute. I can't force a grown-ass man with a microphone to go and apologize to the world, to the millions of people who saw that clip. It went everywhere. It was everywhere. And you could have taken an opportunity to apologize. You could have reached across the aisle and you could have worked with a Haitian organization. You chose not to. You chose not to. Because it doesn't affect your community. And here's the thing. It does affect your community. Because when I look at what Black Americans are going through now, right here in this country, do you not see? DEI is gone. Affirmative action is gone. Racism is alive and very well. The erasure of Black racial theory in this country is being erased. You think this is only affecting my community? No, it's affecting you too. And instead of you just saying, I'm sorry, you take the opportunity now to say, oh, to suggest that I'm prejudiced. Bitch, those are your words. Pussy. Those are your words. They were not mine. So you. At this point, your apology, because I know it's not genuine. So I'm gonna just leave it up to my Haitian and African ancestors to beat your ass. How about that? I hope they beat your ass every night in your sleep and you don't rest. Period. It was dangerous. It was disgusting. It was low down. And it takes nothing to just say, I'm sorry. Point blank, period. All right, y'all, I actually want to end this video by giving a special shout out to my friend Tiara Monae. So recently she had a huge billboard in Times Square with Samsung, and I thought it would be really, really dope to surprise her with a brunch with all the friends that she has here in Atlanta. Oh my God. Surprise! Was so awesome to see her be so happy and just be joyful and just bask in everybody's appreciation for her. She just was so happy and it was so amazing. So many people were there. Lauren, Yandy, the Lisa, the Batty twins, Cadet, who else? Simone came, Quad, Lena, so many people came. Her best friends, Ope, Crystal, Sheila, like there were so many people. We just had a really good time, and we just really need to do stuff like that more often. I think just congratulating your friends, saying, "Hey, friend, you did this. Let's go celebrate." You know, I think especially me, I need to do a better job of saying congratulations to my friends, and also just celebrating when there is a win, and not always being like, all right, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, so it just was really good. Shout out to you, Tiara. You're an OG, but you are not out of the game. You've got plenty more game to play. So I love you, and I'm so happy that you were made happy. And yeah, so y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
These diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie,